Dr. Patty Williams loves her job as a small-town physician in Lakeview, Arkansas. But several years ago, she was diagnosed with lupus, and her ability to meet the physical demands of her job became an issue.
It affected every bit of my life because it hurt when it hit the floor, and you begin to rub cartilage on cartilage, and the swelling in the whole area makes it get inflamed, hot, and red, and it hurts.
Patty's lupus particularly affected a knuckle in her left hand. She received medical treatment, but nothing helped. As a Christian, she knew God was in control, but as a doctor, Patty knew the prognosis.
It can go into remission, but it doesn't ever go away.
She worked through the on-again, off-again pain for years. But one day, Pastor Ron Childress accompanied his wife to see Dr. Patty for an appointment.
When I walked in that room that day, I had been prior praying and talking to God.
My thumb was even numb and tingly. For some reason, it just was worse than it ever had been.
And I just said, Sister, would you mind if I pray for your hand? Because, I feel a miracle.
He come over and he just grabbed a hold of my hand.
And I commanded in Jesus' name for that sickness to leave. And I didn't know that she had lupus for 21, 22 years. The swelling in the hand instantly just went down. I mean, a miracle right there.
A very warm feeling came over it. It was numb. The feeling came back into it. But this warm feeling just came all over me. And I knew it was God. I knew what had happened, and I just couldn't believe it because it wasn't swollen and red. And I went out of the room and went into my staff. And I said, look.
Patty's hand and her entire body were completely healed of lupus. In the 3 years since her miracle, she's had no return of any symptoms. Today, when she's not treating patients at her clinic, Patty's behind the piano at True Connections Church, something that the lupus had forced her to give up years ago.
I thought my life was gone when this was going this way, but by the grace of God, I'm here. And it is, I know who He is, I know where He is, and I know what He does for me.